Hello, magandang araw na naman sa inyong lahat, mga mahal naming kababayan dito sa Amerika, lalo na sa California, where there are plenty of Filipinos sa Pilipinas and around the world. Ako po si Teddy Molina at nasa kabila naman ang ating co-host, si Dan Nino, who is based in Los Angeles, California. At ako po naman ay nandito sa Bay Area in California. We welcome you back to Usapang Pinoy sa Amerika. Take it away, Dan.
Mga kababayan sa buong mundo, sa Pilipinas at saka sa California, kami uli ay nagbabalik para maglahad ng aming mga kuro-kuro, maghimay-himay kung ano nangyayari sa ating inang bayan. At dito naman sa California, it's Friday now at about 2 o'clock, Friday, August 7. So we'd like to welcome you all to our podcast so that we can provide you some glimpses of our opinions, of our observations, so that everyone can discern what's happening in our homeland, the Philippines. Back to you, Ted.
Okay, mga kababayan, ang topic ngayon natin ay as usual, ang nagaganap na impeachment trial ngayon sa Pilipinas in the halls of the Philippine Senate. At ang pangalawa natin itatakal ni Dan mamaya sa podcast natin ito sa Usapang Pinoy sa Amerika ay ang pag-alis ng maginang Senator Loren Legarda at ang anak na si Congressman Leandro Legarda. I'm sorry, Leviste. At ang report ay umalis sila sa Pilipinas at ang itinerary nila ay Hong Kong at eventually sa France. At ang system nito ay mukhang hindi nagpaalam sa kay Senate President, si Senator Legarda. In the face of the controversial case being investigated by the Ombudsman against the mother and son tungkol doon sa failed at controversial solar project ng kanyang anak na si Congressman Leviste. At ang pangatlo, last but not the least, na ating ilalahad sa inyo ay walang iba kung hindi ang the pride of the Philippines, the tennis superstar, none other than Alex Yala. Katatapos lang niyang nanggaling sa Pilipinas where our President Bongbong Marcos has welcomed her. Ay nung bumalik dito sa Amerika ay siya ngayon ang bagong champion ng Washington DC tournament ng tennis or yung so-called Mubadala Open. So, huwag kayong bibitaw at itatakil natin yan. At meron tayong bagong informasyon na sasabihin sa inyo. Konfirmado, Tagay Ilocosur sa Pilipinas ang roots ni Alex Yala. Okay, Dan, ano ang observation mo sa 13th day ba? 13th
Hindi ko na mabilang,
day ng
Ted.
13th day ng impeachment trial
Okay.
sa Pilipinas. So far, medyo gumaganda yata ang kinakalabasan ng impeachment trial. So, what's your take on that?
My take on that, Ted, is bakit ayaw ng respondent lawyer, yung babae na lawyer, ang ma-stipulate nila yung mga ARs or acknowledgement receipts. At wala silang, they are trying to block the acknowledgement receipts that were about to be provided by the COA. So, at gusto nila, di daw na-markahan during the pre-trial. Kaya sabi ni lawyer Lorna Kapunan, then if you don't want our documents, then we can use your documents. If you don't want our own documents, then we can use your documents. Sabi, about thousands of documents that were released by the Commission on Audit. Pero hindi pumayag ang defense lawyers. Kaya minungkahi ni Senate Presiding Officer impeachment trial si Chis Gudero na probably they can allocate a couple of days next week to examine these voluminous documents dahil ayaw ipalabas ng defense lawyer or lawyers. Kaya ang sabihin, they want to prolong it, they want to block it, and it's of course it's very obvious that they are delaying again the impeachment trial. So ang mungkahi ko dyan, Ted, is to invite the VP Sara to attend, so that it will come from the horse mouth about this alleged misuse of public funds.
Actually, yan ang wish nating lahat na magpapakita siya sa impeachment trial.
Yeah.
Pero as I said before, and I still maintain it, I doubt it kung magpapakita siya doon, Dan. Although there was a report, nagpakita siya pero hindi naman siya pumunta sa impeachment trial, di ba?
Correct.
Nagkaroon lang yata ng media interview sa kanya in one section of the Senate nung nagpakita siya, tapos umalis na siya agad. But as I said, I don't think she'll be going to attend the trial as a witness kasi alam mo na, baka magkamali siya pare. Mamaya.
Baka may incriminate herself, to incriminate herself.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact word. Exactly, that's the legal word pare. Pero teka muna, napansin mo, it's like maraming revelation tayong nakikita ngayon na lumalabas sa impeachment trial mula nung nagtestigo si Attorney Wamil, yung lalaki.
Yeah.
Ngayon, ang continuation naman, another witness after Attorney Wamil, his participation is over. Meron ng bago yung babae, di ba? I forgot her name. Another COA editor.
Yeah.
At marami tayong nalaman kung saan ginastos yung confidential funds. Like, bumili sila ng medicines. At allegedly pinamigay sa mga informers na as reward, medicines. Like, yan, lumabas na ngayon si Piatos. Si Piatos,
Oh, yeah. Mary Grace
controversial na
Piatos.
recipient. 70,000 yata, if I'm not mistaken, worth of medicines ang natanggap niya as rewards. Si Piatos. Anybody by the name of Piatos na minention nila doon, kung totoo man o hindi. And aside from that, hindi lang medicines ang binigay nilang reward. Nagbigay din yata sila ng groceries as rewards sa mga nagbigay ng kailangan nilang information. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, parang narinig ko na part of the confidential funds were utilized to buy to pay rentals for office spaces like the so-called extension offices of the Vice President. 3 yata o 4 yan. At maraming nagko-question dahil malaki. Malaki ang lumalapit pinalabas nila na bayad ng mga upa ng mga extension offices na yan. So, maraming nagtataka na doon napunta yung allegedly confidential funds. Anong nakita mo dyan, Dan?
At hindi lang yun, Ted, kundi pati yung safe houses. You
Oh
know,
yes, safe houses pala. Oh.
safe houses. But is the office of the Vice President and the Department of Education is part of the military offices, or hindi ko maintindihan bakit meron pa yung safe houses na tinatawag nila. Kaya katakataka. At saka doble kabig, Ted, merong confidential funds sa Office of the Vice President, may confidential funds sa Department of Education, at hindi may paliwanag, misuse of public funds. I don't understand, Ted, ito. Pagkatapos, wala silang may submit na yung mga kung paano nila ginastos yung mga resibo, di ba, you have to back up what
Yan
happened
nga.
to the funds. You have to provide some report
Yeah,
how did it happen.
yeah, hindi lang yun. Walang official receipt, pare.
Yeah.
So, gaya ng lumabas sa testimony ni Attorney Wamil, hindi ba? Sabi niya, 125 million pesos na confidential funds ni sa Office of the Vice President ni Vice President Duterte, Sara Duterte. 125 million ang isinabmit lang ng office niya ay acknowledgement receipts. So, nandun na yung mga pangalan ng mga fictitious na
Yeah.
aliases, fictitious names at aliases, CPATOS, etc. Pero ni isang official receipt or sales invoice sa mga nabili nila ng iba't ibang items na binigay nilang reward. Wala. Only acknowledgement receipts. So, where did the 125 million pesos go? Saan napunta yun? Kung walang official receipt,
Kaya
walang
mahalaga yung talagang mag-testify si VP Sara, Ted, para may paliwanag niya kung ano nangyari to. Pagkatapos, ang sinasabi ni Sara, Ted, ikon daw, wala daw sa lugar yung impeachment trial. Parang they are bending the law, sabi niya sa kanyang pahayag nung in-interview siya.
well, napapansin nga natin, marami siyang reckless statements na parang hindi niya naiisip. Sinasabi na lang niya, di ba? That is why nga sinasabi ko sa iyo, hindi kailanman magpapakita sa impeachment trial yan. Sa recklessness ng pagsasalita niya, baka maamin niya yung kaso hinaharap niya. So, tapos ng boxing.
Tapos na.
Ganun. So, by the way, pare, kumusta? Dahil ikaw ay, alam ko, hindi mo binibitawan ng impeachment trial live at kasama si Mrs. Minsan ako, nakakaligtaan ko. Ano ang napapansin mo ngayon sa kay Senator Pia Cayetano?
Oh,
Pagkatapos na nangyari yung issue sa ng splice video sa kanyang Facebook page niya. mukhang tahimik siya. Nagpa-participate pa ba siya sa impeachment trial? Hindi na.
Pa parang nagkaroon siya ng leksyon, Ted, dahil pinangalanan siyang Splice girl.
Yeah.
Ngayon naman sa aming bayan, ay sa aming bahay, sabi ng misis ko, nakakatawa, Dan, hindi Splice girl, Spice girl. Sabi, kasi yun ang, no, kaya nga, the public is mocking Senator Pia Catano because of this moniker na Splash
Pero,
Girl. Kaya,
pero,
nagtatalo kami dahil, Dan, hindi Splash Girl, Spice Girl.
yeah. Pero
Sabi niya,
nakakapunta pa.
siguro, dahil maraming nagbabash sa kanya,
Yeah.
gusto niya maglelo, dahil
Pero,
instead of being a independent judge, Senator Judge Ted, she's lawyering for BP Sara. You should
pero,
be open-minded and be independent. Sana.
pero very uncharacteristic sa kanya, Dan, na biglang tahimik. Wala
Oo
tayong
nga,
narinig sa kanya.
obvious, very obvious.
Hindi niya sinagot yung issue na
Right,
lumalabas. Maraming nagbabash sa kanya. Hindi niya sinasagot. Pati
right,
meron na ngang nag-file ng ethics complaint sa kanya na grupo din ng mga babae.
correct.
Oh. At hindi siya nagre-react. It's very uncharacteristic of her dahil nung araw, I mean, before lumabas itong issue ito kontra sa kanya, she's everywhere, di ba?
Yeah,
Nandun pa nga siya sa Facebook eh.
uh-huh.
Nakikipag-compete siya sa kapatid niya na si Alan Peter. Meron silang sariling individual Facebook accounts, Facebook Live, di ba?
Yeah.
Kanya pinalabas yung splice video niya. So, bakit kaya
Yung,
hindi na
siguro
hindi
kung
na lumalabas hindi na siya tumatayo talaga sa impeachment trial, hindi na siya nagtatanong.
oh,
Biglang tahimik lang siya.
kasi siguro she
Hindi
was
mo napansin
humbled.
kung nagtanong, kung
Oh,
nag-interject.
oh, wala akong
Wala.
nakita.
Wala ko rin. Kasi madali mong mahanap yung partisipasyon niya kung sa social media, di ba? Wala
Correct.
eh. Nag-i-scan ako, wala eh. Matagal nang
Oh,
tahimik. So,
tahimik. Pero meron ding sinasabing,
siguro kabado rin siya, lalo na sa ethics complaint, pare.
oh,
She could be suspended or expelled as a
yeah,
senator.
di ba, some groups of lawyers, di
Ha?
ba, they filed a complaint. Or I don't know
Saan?
if it was already filed with proper courts.
Oh, also,
Yes, I heard about that.
maliban sa ethics complaint sa Senado, meron pa sa korte, ha?
Yeah, I think they are poised to file a complaint because of that situation. Para as a lawyer, she should not uh, she should not manipulate.
O kaya pala biglang tahimik siya because
Yeah,
pag mag-react siya, baka meron siyang masabi na mag-exacerbate or mag-worsen sa kanyang
correct.
sitwasyon.
You know, because that's unethical.
Yes, exactly.
Not trying to splice or manipulate the uh, the evidence. Kaya that's something to be worried about, Ted.
Or how about yung ibang senators, lalo na yung mga nagpapakita ng ah, ah, pagpapanig nila sa ah, as if they're acting as defense lawyers themselves. Ano napansin mo kay Robin?
Pati si Kwan din, Ted,
Sino
si
pa?
kapatid niya, si Alan
Ah,
Peter, medyo naging subdued na rin ngayon.
subject na rin.
Oo.
Pero ewan ko
Siguro,
kung na-monitor mo, yung kapatid ni President Marcos Jr., si Bongbong.
ah,
Si
ay,
Aimee.
noon, ay, nung the previous
Alam mo,
day, sobra.
meron akong napanood na participation niya, interjection niya kay Attorney Wamil,
Ay, oh yeah. Oh,
which was debunked by no less than her former colleague, si former Senate President Franklin Drilon in an interview with the mainstream media. Kasi ang puntos niya, nung in-interview niya nung in-interject niya, nag-interject siya, with Attorney Wamil in the witness stand. Ipinipilit niya na walang kasalanan, hindi kasali si VP Sara sa paggamit ng confidential funds.
Oo.
At ang pinipinpoint niya na ang may alam doon sa confidential funds, kung ano man ang pagkagasta noon, at ang pag-release noon, at pagtanggap ng perang yon, ay yung disbursing officers ng Office of the Vice President na si Gina Acosta at saka sa DepEd na si Mr. Fajarda. Diba? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
is it babae ba si No, I think he's
Lalaki yata.
si Mr. Fajarda.
Okay.
At hindi daw kasali doon sa usapang paggamit ng at pagtanggap ng confidential funds si Vice President Duterte, Sara.
Okay.
Nako. At pinipilit niya at sinasagot naman ni Attorney Wamil na kasali siya, ma'am, because she's the head of agency, sabi niya.
Correct. Ayun, yun ang sasabihin ko.
Pero pinipilit pa rin niya na hindi siya ang tumanggap. At saka yung disbursing officers ang tumanggap. Hindi siya kasali. Pinipilit pa rin niya. What is this? Sabi ko, another Robin Padilla in the making? Ewan ko. Does these guys, I mean, I'm sorry, Senator Amy Marcos and Robin Padilla, do they have good lawyers in their legal staff?
Or, no,
At ibinabayaran ng mga Filipino taxpayers ang sweldo ng kanilang mga abogado? Ano, hindi ba sila bibigay ng proper legal advice sa kanilang mga boss? Alam mo, Dan, hindi ko maintindihan si Senator Amy Marcos sa kanyang hardline stance.
mhm.
Taking the side of Vice President Sara Duterte.
Mm.
Ipinipilit niya kay Attorney Wamil na hindi dapat kasali sa usapan sa tungkol sa confidential funds on how the money was spent and how the money was received.
Yeah.
Kasi meron siyang disbursing officer na tumanggap ng pera.
Mm.
So she is putting the blame on Gina Acosta, special disbursing officer sa Office of the Vice President, na tumanggap ng pera sa land bank. At sa DepEd naman ay si Mr. Fajarda as a special disbursing officer. At sabi niya, the blame should be on the disbursing officers. They were the ones who received the money from the land bank. Bakit inimbestigahan ninyo si Vice President Estrada, hindi yung dalawang disbursing officers niya?
VP Sara. Okay.
And VP Sara, hindi yung dalawang disbursing officers niya.
Okay.
At ang sagot naman ni Attorney Wamil ay, because the head of agency is responsible for the money, ma'am. Wala, ipinipilit pa rin niya na dapat yung dalawang disbursing officer. To which, alam mo, in another occasion, during an interview with the mainstream media, no less than her own former colleague, former Senate President Frank Drilon was saying, mali si Amy doon. Sabi niya, kasi hindi pwedeng i-release ng bangko yung pera without authorization from the head of the agency. And
Precisely.
who was the head of the agency?
Precisely.
Si Vice President Duterte. VP Sara. Sa agency ng Office of the Vice President. At sa agency ng Department of Education. For the grand total amount of 612.5 million. Gusto niyang ililihis si Vice President Sara sa usapang yan. Eh, ang liwanag na hindi pwedeng i-release ng bangko as per declaration of Senate President former Senate President Drilon. At yun din ang ipinipilit na isinasagot ni Atty. Wamil pero dinidisregard ni
Okay.
Senator Amy Marcos. So she might be blinded again by by her loyalty to Vice President
Yeah.
Sara pare. Kaya
Alam mo, Ted, alam mo, Ted,
yeah.
that's the concept of evasiveness. Okay? At saka yung sinabi lang ganyan, it's ang sinabi ni yung defense lawyer o si Amy, it's non sequitur. You know, it doesn't follow. So,
I know. At siya nakakahiya yan kay Senator Amy. Parang hindi nakapag-aral sa kolehiyo. Nag-aral pa ng abogasya sa UP yan. Hindi lang niya
yeah,
natapos. Tommy
kaya it
Malo.
doesn't follow, Ted. Very views that it's evasiveness.
Yeah, exactly.
Kaya alam naman ng mga tao, alam naman ng mga nanonood, Ted, they don't really bite the bullet or they don't really agree with that kind of argument of I, me. You know, I think she's blinded by her extreme loyalty to the Dutertes. Hindi ko alam kung bakit.
Kaya nga, dapat hindi nila ipapakita in public yung kanilang
Biases?
Bias in favor of VP Sara because they're supposed to be impartial, di ba?
Correct. But wala, she's lawyering, as I mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
She's lawyering on behalf
Just
of
like
her patron.
just like the two Cayetano senators, di ba?
Yeah.
Alan Peter and Pia. And also Robin, di ba?
Yeah.
Mabuti pa yung iba sa minority, tahimik lang.
Okay. Yeah, they're observing.
Yung Villar brother and sister, di ba?
Yeah, they're observing.
Yeah. Ganun talaga ang dapat na attitude if you are a judge.
Yeah, hindi pa papakita yung
You should not show your bias.
kulay mo.
Yeah. At alam mo Dan, you were talking of saan ginasto.
Oh.
We were talking about it, yung confidential funds. Yung sinabi mong safe houses, alam
Yeah.
kung magkano ang nagastos doon? 16 million pesos.
Ay, my goodness.
Confidential funds. Ginastos sa 16 million pesos.
At yun pala, Ted, hindi lang basta-basta safe house, kundi parang hotel.
Na sinabi nila ay sobrang laki ang presyo. Mas mataas pa sa mga presyo ng kwarto ng Manila Hotel.
Oo.
So, it looks like another misuse.
Yeah, misuse.
Funds naman yun. Misuse kung ginamit sa mali, pero baka hindi ginamit yan. Problema.
Four-star hotel.
So, anong tawag mo yun kung hindi nagamit? Unused.
Oh my goodness.
Ang sinasabi ng article ay of impeachment, misuse. So, in this case, maraming nagdududa kung ginamit. So, kung hindi ginamit, unused. So, where did this 16 million pesos go? Di ba?
Pero alam mo, hindi natutulog ang Diyos at sama ang mga tao.
I know.
Ted, you cannot fool them. You can fool them for the first time, second time, but you cannot fool them all of the time.
Oh, well, I hope, pare, na magkatotoo yung
yeah, but that's my prediction. You can fool the people 1 second or third, but not all the time.
Yeah, because, although ngayon ay mataas pa rin ang survey rating niya, gaya sinabi ni Atty. Kapunan, let's not lose hope, di ba?
or I'm tempted to.
Yeah. Or I'm tempted, yeah. Right.
Those are sound bites that is now ingrained in the minds of the televiewers.
Teka muna, punta naman tayo sa
happy ending.
Yeah, don't forget yung si Senator Lagarda at sa kanyang anak.
Yeah, nga pala. Uy, that's,
biglang lumipad abroad,
yun naman, Ted, na naman, ang
di ba?
very
Eh,
unbecoming na naman.
without any explanation,
Without even,
I think without even saying goodbye to their colleagues in the Senate, dahil ang balita ko, si Senator Lagarda hindi nagpaalam kay Senate President.
yeah,
And in the normal course of things, I have learned that kung aalis ka sa bansa, going out of the country, magpaalam ka sa head of agency. Like
correct, head of the agency,
Senate President Gatchalian.
Gatchalian, yes,
And I think you need to present a permit, to get a permit from him and present
correct.
the airport.
Kaya na
Bago
kung
ka umalis.
sana yung, what do you call this, that's the proper protocol, sana.
Yeah.
Pati yung anak niya, sumama rin yata.
Ang anak niya, sumama rin, although on a separate flight, going to Hong Kong daw. Pero ang mama niya, going to Hong Kong and proceeding afterwards to France. Dahil magpapatingin daw yata sa doktor, you know.
Yeah, on medical leave. On medical leave.
And then, what's surprising is they're being investigated by the ombudsman, di ba? Dahil sa
Solar
failed
system.
at controversial na solar project ng kanya
Solar panel, solar project.
where the son, before he became congressman, was Batangas, was able to secure a franchise
Yeah,
to operate a solar business in the Philippines. Pero
yeah.
ang sabi ng ang isyong lumalabas ay hindi niya nakuha yan, yung franchise na yon sa lower house kung wala ang nanay niya na
Correct.
sa kanya at lumakad
Dahil ang nanay niya then was
mga congressmen
the chair of the finance committee, I think.
in her capacity as senator at Senate chairman ng Senate Finance Committee. Kaya
Finance.
investigahan siya ngayon ni Ombudsman Boying Remulla. So why the sudden flight abroad?
Oh, yeah.
Of, an investigation, di ba? While we do not impute wrongdoing,
Malis.
nagtataka lang tayo kung bakit na it's a coincidence
Uh-huh.
na mayroong investigasyon kontra sa kanilang mag-ina at saka sila lumipad. Dalawa pa sila, di ba?
Uh-huh.
So ang tanong ngayon ng mga kababayan natin ay babalik pa kaya sila o hindi na? That's the $64 million question, pare.
$64 question.
All right.
No matter how they hide on the sun or under the sand, pero wala yung kanilang mga integrity or reputation, Ted, is sirano kung ganon, you know.
Teka muna, Dan.
Ah.
Alam mo ang detalye ng solar project na yan ni si Congressman Lebiste before he became congressman?
Okay, nung una daw.
Ano ang take mo diyan?
Okay. Nung una, she was able to put up 1 million pesos to put up that project. But then after a year or a couple of years, he sold the franchise for 1 billion plus.
How much?
1 billion plus or more.
Billion as in B as in boy?
Yes.
Wow, kumita siya.
Kumita siya pa.
So, ang nangyari, nakuha niya yung franchise sa House of Representatives, tapos binenta niya ng 1 billion.
Yeah, yan ang aking naririnig na nababalitaan.
Ano ang nangyari sa proyekto niya na na kanyang isinabmit sa lower house in order to secure that franchise? So what happened with that? Is Congress doing anything to
it should be investigated or ang ombudsman ang mag-iimbestiga
that
ngayon?
is the case. Congress was gypped, pare.
Yeah.
They were conned by a young man.
Correct.
I'm sorry for the word boy. A young man. I think he was only over 20.
Yeah.
Years old when he secured that franchise.
Yeah.
And on the basis of his
Connections, mother.
project proposal. Siyempre,
Yeah.
meron siyang isinabmit na project to justify yung pag-secure niya ng kanyang
Yeah. Solar
project.
project.
And
Franchise.
the influence of her mother.
Yeah.
Nakuha niya yung franchise. So what happened nga sa kanyang project na sinabmit sa Kongreso kaya binigyan siya ng franchise?
Marami ng
Is the lower house running after him? It looks like only Boyeng Remulla is running after him.
I hope the lower house and the Senate will investigate that or find out why this happened. But
Alright, pare.
anyway,
Yes, so much for that. Punta
yeah,
tayo.
so for that, and we will discuss or will
So much with the problems confronting every Filipino na nakikinig nanonood sa impeachment trial. Punta naman tayo sa magandang balita. The good news.
precisely.
Of course, the good news is Alex Ayala is the new champion of the Washington DC Mubadala Open
Yes,
tennis tournament.
right.
We are happy for you, Alex.
We are proud of you, Alex.
We are proud. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
So, anong nangyari sa Washington DC? Ikaw pare nanood ng laro nila.
Yeah.
Di ba si
Alam mo yung
Brifran
tinalo niya muna yung mga upper tennis players of the world like Naomi Osaka,
Oh yeah.
si Canadian American Fernandez. Tapos sa final naglaro sila, kalaro niya or nakalaban niya si Jessica Pegula at 6-0 ay 6-4 4-6 saka 6-0. My God, that's a good record, Ted. Kaya we are proud of Alex. So ngayon,
pare, giant killer itong si
giant killer. Yes.
Alex. Si Pegula pala na tinalo niya for the championship. Number
Pegula.
3 in the world ranking of women's tennis.
Right.
At remember naman earlier sa Wimbledon, tinalo niya si Swiatek.
Yeah.
Who was formerly number 3. Then dahil tinalo ni Alex, naging number 8 na lang. So pinalitan siya ni Pegula na number 3. At dito sa Washington DC Open, Mubadala Open, si Osaka pala, si Naomi Osaka, ay hindi basta-bastang player to. Japanese player.
Yeah.
Formerly number 1.
My goodness.
Sa women's tennis. She is now number 14. At hindi lang yon. Si Naomi Osaka, 4 na major tournaments ang tinalo niya.
Yeah.
Siya ang naging champion.
Australia
and Wimbledon Open. 2 beses Australia Open, 2 beses sa Wimbledon. Alam mo, itong batang to, I think she's over 20 years old lang. 28, I think, 27. She has accumulated earnings of $27 million. Pare ko, how much is that in Philippine pesos?
Yeah.
Anak ng pating. Multiply pa yan. Billion na ito.
Yeah, kaya.
Billion na ito. Nakatira sa Beverly Hills, malapit sa'yo. Ngayon, with that kind of money, pare, you should have the best houses. So, nandyan sa Beverly Hills. At isa pang tinalo niya dyan sa Washington DC, si Svitolina, a former number 3 in women's tennis in the world. She's now number 10. Puro giants. So, she's a giant killer.
Yeah, correct.
Wow. Another round of applause.
At ngayon, Ted, si Alex Ayala, from number 28, she rose to number 20 now.
Number 20 now, yeah.
in the World Tennis Association ranking.
At alam mo ba kung nasaan siya ngayon?
Toronto.
Nandun siya sa Toronto, another tournament.
Yes,
At nanalo siya sa opening round.
right.
Against Sparks naman. So, nandun ang mga Pilipino. Ang dami daw Pilipino.
Marami doon.
Alam mo, ang Toronto sa Canada, I think that's the biggest
That's the biggest concentration of Filipino Canadian.
Kagaya naman natin dito sa California. Dito ang pinakamalaking concentration of Filipinos in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, very proud kami sa iyo. Keep up the good work. At
So,
meron akong idagdag sa nasabi natin the last time when she was here dahil winelcome siya ni President Marcos. He was fitted in Malacanang Palace, di ba? She was fitted in Malacanang Palace.
yeah.
Where the President complimented her with very good remarks.
Yeah.
And then from here, from the Philippines, pumunta na siya dito, bumalik siya sa Amerika at doon nga sa Washington DC siya
Right.
nagpaglaban ulit. And right now, nasa Toronto, Canada. Alam mo, pwede kong idagdag, pare, konfirmado. Nasabi ko noon na taga Ilocosur ang roots ni Alex Yala. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Her grandfather. Let me check my notes. Her grandfather, her grandfather, Quintin, by the name of Quintin Iyala. You know why I know this? Her grandfather, Quintin Iyala, ay taga San Esteban, Ilocosur, pare.
Okay, yeah.
Let me check,
Iba yung nagturo sa kanya ng tennis?
Grandfather on the mother side naman.
Yan, okay.
Yung brad mo. Yung brad mo.
Yeah.
Yung brad mo sa...
Apo.
Yung brad mo sa Prat, di ba, pare?
Okay, yeah.
Di ba? Tingnan mo, Teka, kitang dali lang, Nandito. Alam mo, shinare sa akin ng aking pinsan, si Gus Molina. Di mo kilala si Gus. In the political world, hindi siya masyado kilala, but in the international community of scientists, kilala siya.
Okay.
He is a prominent and a well-known plant scientist.
Okay.
Especially in bananas.
Okay.
Okay, nandito ang kanyang revelation. Alex Iyala's great-grandparents are Quintin Iyala and Pasing Karandang. Quintin Iyala is an Ilocano from San Esteban, Ilocosur, while Pasing Karandang is a Batangueña.
Yeah, Batangas, yung mga Karandang, taga Batangas yan.
Yes. Si Quintin Iyala ay university librarian daw nila noon sa UPLB, kung saan nag-aral yung pinsan ko, si Gus Molina.
Okay.
University of the Philippines in Los Baños. And Pasing Karandang was the proprietress of Butika Karandang.
Okay.
At Crossing Los Baños. In Los Baños, Laguna. Alright, so that's it. So kayong mga kababayan dyan sa Ilocosur, magdiwang kayo, imbitahan nyo dyan. Baka sakaling pupunta dyan sa atin. So
to visit
proud of you.
roots.
Alex Yala, hindi lang dahil ikaw ay kapwa Pilipino, kundi kapareho kong taga Ilocosur.
Yes.
Kaparehong Ilocano.
Yeah.
Alright, Dan. That's it, mga kababayan. At magpapaalam na po kami ni Dan. At bago kami magpaalam, please consider subscribing to our channel, Oro Deo TV channel, where our program, Usapang Pinoy
sa
America is being shown. And paki-like na rin and paki-share. Maraming salamat po sa panonood ninyo sa amin. See you until our next podcast. Ikaw naman, Dan.
Okay. Mga kababayan, muli-uli kaming magpapaalam sa inyo at hindi lang kami magpapaalam kundi magpapasalamat sa inyong pagtangkilik sa aming programang ito o Radio TV channel para makapaglahad ng aming mga adhikain, ang aming kuro-kuro dahil kahit na nasa ibang bansa na kami, ang aming damdamin ay nasa Pilipinas pa rin at sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino. See you again next time. So maraming salamat at sana'y kita ulit tayo. Mabuhay tayong lahat, Ted.
Okay, at maraming salamat din pala sa aking pinsan si Gas Molina. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.
See you on our next podcast.
See you
Bye-bye.
again. Bye-bye.